On Netflix, I watched, I think this is from 1996, My Best Friend's Wedding, starring Julia Roberts. Yes, she hogs all the space on the poster. But, let me tell you, Cameron Diaz steals the show. Also stealing the show, Rupert Everett. This movie put those two on the map in some regard. Yeah, Cameron Diaz was in the hit The Mask. A lot of people don't seem to realize she was in it. But maybe there's something about Mary really made her a name. This did a lot in helping establish that. So, Julia Roberts' best friend is the charismatically devoid Dermot Mulroney. I think that's the actor's name. And they had some pact. When they're about to turn 30, they're going to marry each other. Well, he's going to turn 30, and she thinks he's going to call and say he wants to marry her. But nope. It turns out he has found somebody, and that is Cameron Diaz. Rich girl, sort of wild child. Wild in that very restrained mid-90s rom-com way. Oh, she has a BMW and she can't drive because she's a girl. That's wild. She can't sing. I can believe that Cameron Diaz can't sing. Julia Roberts does whatever she can to try to ruin this engagement, which is going down quickly. She's going to be like the maid of honor. They have to become best friends. She's cringing through all of this. She ends up, and I guess Julia Roberts is a food critic. Not something you see done a whole lot in movies. Not something you see given a whole lot of attention and nuance in her character. She's not real critical of food except for one scene. I'm going to give it a good review. That's about it. So anyhow, she goes into Chicago, hangs out around there for this wedding, brings in her editor, Rupert Everett, to try to be her boyfriend. And honestly, that's what I thought a lot of this movie was going to be, was a lot of him faking being her boyfriend. The guy's actually gay. The actor's actually gay. But they were going to go along for the ride. And really, he's only there for a few minutes. He's there for like one day. And then hell, he shows up at the very end of the movie so she can dance with him and not feel left out. Because Julia Roberts realizes she's the bad guy. She's trying to sabotage everything, breaks down in the hallway, talks to Paul Giamatti for a second, and then she kind of comes to. But she does a lot of damage to this relationship. But Cameron Diaz and this guy who these girls have no business fighting over triumph, leaving Julia Roberts to dance with Rupert Everett. And in not all that half-bad rom-com, some kind of cute, funny type moments. You know, Julia Roberts really was the queen of this genre. Maybe Meg Ryan, sort of a Princess Royal in that regard. But I think, sit down and watch this with your gal sometime. I give My Best Friend's Wedding 3 out of 4 stars.